Little Ray of Sunshine Episodes 1 to 3. Summary: Elif, Sari Kaya, is an event organizer and has her own company with her friend Fulia. Her husband Hakan, Yiğit Yak, is a director in a large company. They have been married for 10 years and they both love each other. The only thing missing from their marriage is a child. One day, Elif, who knew that her husband was out of town on business, receives a call from the hospital and is told that he had a car accident and is seriously injured, but their daughter, who was also in the car, it's good. Elif thinks it's a mistake but goes to the hospital, and when she arrives she is told that Hakan is dead. Elif is shocked to learn that Hakan has a 5-year-old daughter. The doctor tells her that after talking to her on the phone, he ran checks and the girl is in their name. Elif is listed as the mother on her birth certificate. At first, she does not know what to believe and thinks that she is the daughter of some acquaintance of Hakan whom he somehow helps. He takes Gun home until he understands what is happening. The girl does not speak at all and cannot give him any answer. In addition to the shock and grief of losing her husband, Elif is left with a lot of questions. It would never have occurred to her that Hakan would cheat on her, let alone have a child. On top of that, she doesn't understand why Gun is in her name and who her mother is. After he returns home, he looks through his things that he received from the hospital and finds a phone, which has Gun's photo on the screen. The phone has a password and only later does he manage to open it. From the video recordings, he understands that indeed Gun is his daughter, but there is no photo of her mother, only a phone number of a woman named Petek, but when he calls her, her phone is switched off. Firat Berkoptay, an intelligent and honest man, is the owner of the company where Hakan works. He is looking for his sister, Dila Askers, who ran away from home 6 years ago and finds her after suddenly receiving an anonymous message with her address. Dila has a mental condition and ran away to escape the oppression of their mother Yumran, who always treated her very badly. When Firat takes her home, Dila is aggressive and Yumran locks her in the room because she refuses to take her medicine. Dila learns that her father is in a coma after an accident that happened shortly after she left and blames Yumran. Meanwhile, Elif goes in search of her husband's mistress and finds her address, but she is not at home. For days he goes there and waits for her in vain. At that address, the postman delivers notices from which he learns that Hakan is in a lot of debt. In the end, he decides to leave Gun at the orphanage until he finds her mother, but he immediately regrets his decision and returns for her. Gun has also become attached to Elif and does not want to return home. Elif goes to the company where Hakan worked to collect the compensation she is due, but is told that Hakan has asked for many advances and has accumulated a large debt that she must pay. Elif angrily asks Firat about this debt, but he tells her it's a misunderstanding because he gave a clear order that her debt be erased and she receive the compensation. Firat is stunned when he sees Gun and tells Elif that he didn't know they had a daughter. Elif tells her that she didn't know either and that she found out about her existence on the day of the accident. Then Firat suspects that Dila is Gun's mother. On the evening of the accident, Hakan argued with Dila, who was not taking care of their daughter. Over time he could not convince her to go to a psychologist. Then he decided to tell Elif that he had a daughter and to take Gun to their home, being sure that she would understand and forgive him and accept to raise her together. Dila had no objection, she was happy to get rid of Gun. When Firat arrived at Dila's address, Hakan was just leaving there with Gun. Firat saw him arguing with Dila in the street and suspected that he texted her with her address to get money from him. He went after him to hold him accountable because all this time he hid Dila's whereabouts from him, and Hakan had the accident while trying to run away from him.